Hello, friends. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Maniology swatch and review. This is the Bad to the Bones Halloween 2020 collection. It did come with stickers. The stickers are not part of the collection. This is a 4-piece collection. It includes the bag, a plate, a polish, and the limited edition scraper. The bag, I've had some people ask me what you can use that for. The bag, you can use it for storing stuff in. I store brushes and stuff like that in it. Anyhow, so the polish is Haunted. It is a beautiful, deep, rich, chocolatey, bronzy brown. We'll get to that, to swatch that here in a minute. You're going to watch me struggle here with opening up the ice cube stamper. Usually I have it already opened for you guys when I do these swatch and reviews, but I didn't this time. I forgot. Sorry. But I'll go ahead and open up this stamper. It is the limited edition Halloween stamper for this year, 2020. I actually love the special stampers, the limited edition stampers, because I feel like they are a little bit stickier than most of the ice cube stampers, actually really all of the ice cube stampers, but I think this one's super cute. So the scraper card, I don't usually use the scraper cards. They're kind of fun to have, but I don't use them. They're too small and too flimsy for me. I like the flexibility of some of the other cards that I use, but it's really cute. It's got the crystal ball with the hands holding the crystal ball and Happy Halloween on it. And then the stamper itself actually has that same picture, and you'll see that here in a minute. So here's the stamper. As you can see, it has the same Happy Halloween with the hands holding the crystal ball. Super cute. It's actually quite sticky. Not nearly as sticky as last year's Booyah stamper, but honestly, I kind of feel that that one's a little bit too sticky. So I think this one kind of has that perfect stickiness, kind of similar to the Galentine's stamper that they had at Valentine's Day. Here is the plate. It is Maniology M158. I think it's super cute. There's lots of skeletons and bones and things, crossbones. That one says eat, drink, and be scary, boo, bad to the bone, trick or treat, spooky. Way cute. I love this pumpkin here that has the different plate faces that you can use, and then there's mummy wraps with the different spooky eyes, and I'll actually show you how to do the eyes with the mummy wrap here in a little bit. But first I do want to go ahead and swatch this Haunted color. Again, it is a nice deep rich bronzy chocolate brown. But the first coat that I put on here, I actually did scrape off just a little bit too much polish into the bottle when I swatched it. So I did go ahead and go back and pick up just a little bit more polish to put a proper first coat on. It wasn't quite opaque with just one coat. So I would say if you're going to use this as a base coat, definitely make sure that you are doing 2 coats to make it perfectly opaque. It was almost opaque in one coat, but not completely, so you would want to use 2 coats if you were going to do a base coat. Honestly, I wasn't expecting much when it came to stamping this, but you'll see I love Maniology's metallic polishes. I've talked about them before on my channel, so if you're not new to my channel, then you know I love their metallic polishes. So we'll see how this one performs. As I do with all of my polishes, I swatch them with the Kawaii Emoji BMXL 325 plate from Maniology. I just think it's hilarious to swatch nail polish bottles with images of nail polishes, because I'm really weird that way. But let's go ahead and get this swatched. I wasn't expecting much just because it wasn't completely opaque in that one coat, but I actually was quite pleasantly surprised here. You'll see here it does stamp absolutely beautifully over the white, and you can actually even see it fairly well over the black, which I was kind of surprised because it is a darker color, but you were able to see it actually quite well. Next up here, let's go ahead and show you how to do the mummy with the eyes, just as kind of a sample here. I didn't swatch, or I didn't do a manicure on my fingers because I just can't do Halloween in September. I wanted to wait to do a Halloween manicure until October, so I'll do that here in a couple of weeks. But for now, I did want to show you, and I've just shown you on a swatch stick with this one. But what I did here was I swatched the Bam White over the mummy wrap. I actually found that it was a lot easier to do if you turned it upside down. So that's what I have done here. There is a little bit that didn't pick up with the plate, but honestly, that's okay. It kind of adds to the ruggedness of the mummy wrap, so I was totally okay with that. Then taking this piece of Scotch tape here and just carefully removing all of the excess pattern that I didn't want. I removed the top of the mummy wrap and just left the bottom there. And then I went ahead and swatched this onto a swatch stick that was done in black. Now, the black was not tacky anymore. I was hoping it would still be tacky. That way you could easily stamp the white image onto it. It wasn't. I honestly probably should have used some sticky base coat, but I didn't. Lesson learned. So if you have tacky polish, then definitely go ahead and stamp it. If not, then you want to make sure that you use a sticky base coat before you actually stamp it down. That way it adheres a little bit easier. And I know better than doing that. I just was working in a hurry and didn't. So there you go. But I'm okay with the way that it turned out because I think it added to the ruggedness of the mummy wrap. And next up here, I have actually chosen this bottom image of the eyes because I think it's kind of the spookier one. And I actually chose Liquid Sunshine from Maniology because I love the bright, glowy yellow of it. And I think the holographicness just kind of adds to the spookiness of the eyes. So I went ahead and just picked that up with my stamper, scraped it and picked it up with my stamper. And then I did go ahead and use the tape to remove the excess part from the image below it. And then I accidentally got a little bit of polish that kind of smeared when I was scraping. I didn't scrape quite well enough, and so a little bit of polish got kind of in between the eyes, but honestly just picking that up very easily with the tape took care of that. It was no problem at all. So went ahead and removed that excess and then stamped it onto the swatch stick just above where the white mummy wrap was, like literally just above it, and you'll see that here in just a second. But there you go. So that's what it looks like with the eyes just above the mummy wrap. And then what I did here after cleaning up the plate, and I should have grabbed a new cotton wrap because it is kind of starting to smear, but if I were doing this on my nails, I would definitely do that. But for these purposes, I was okay with not doing that. But then I went ahead and put the Bam White just on the top of the mummy wrap. So again, flipping the plate around, it was just easier for me because I'm right-handed. So having that image up in the top corner, it's just easier to just swatch it with flipping the plate upside down. So I went ahead and removed the excess that I didn't need, and that was just the part around it, and then the little bit of the bottom of the mummy wrap that I got. I went ahead and removed that as well. Sorry that it's off camera. And then from there, once I had everything removed, I went ahead and stamped the top of the mummy wrap onto the swatch stick just above the eyes, so that now it looks like the eyes are peeking through the mummy wrap, and it's got that really fun, spooky, Halloween-y look to it, and you'll see that here in a second. So as you can see here, really, really, really cute with those little eyes just kind of peering through the mummy wrap. I think it's really fun. Overall, I am really happy with this bundle. It was, I'm trying to remember, I want to say that it was like $24 or something like that. Regularly priced $27, but I got a couple dollars on sale. If you use my code, you can get 10% off of the regular price. It's Sharon10. I'll link it right here. But overall, very happy with this bundle. Anyhow, until next time, don't forget to subscribe.